Hey everybody, it's John Burke of Burke Company along in Foster Real Estate Group, and we're continuing our series on the state of the real estate market here in Sea Isle City. And this week, I mentioned last week that we were going to do three things you probably don't know about the rental market here in Sea Isle. And I'm also trying to highlight businesses that are staying open during the off season. And of course, it's Sunday. It's the rainiest Sunday that we've had in a very, very long time. And I'm going to hit three businesses. So I guess it's a good thing I brought my raincoat. But this week, three things you probably don't know about real estate rentals here in Sea Isle. I hope you can hear me over the wind. All right, I'm standing in front of a place. It's not as old. Last week I mentioned Mike's Seafood and Breeze Seafood, which are landmark establishments. They've been here for a very, very long time. Well, Fontana has not been here that long, but at this point I think they've been here long enough, and they stay open long enough, and they do enough business, and people know them well enough that I think it's fair to say that La Fontana, great Italian restaurant, has become a landmark establishment here in Sea Isle City. All right, so that's where I'm standing. Secret number one that I want you to know, this is a bit of, sort of how we make the sausage sort of report. So take it for what it is. But the agent that you work with that does your lease for you, right? They work very, very hard. They are probably not making as much money as you think they are. There's a lot of overhead involved in doing rentals. And because of that, the commission split tends to favor the company. It tends to favor the house. It tends to favor the brokerage. Because, there's a lot of accounting that goes on. There's a lot of checks that goes on. There's 1099s. You need a website. Unlike, it's so windy. Unlike with sale listings, there's not a multiple listing service. We don't use the MLS for listings here. So you really need a lot of infrastructure. Because of that, the person who's working on your lease is usually getting industry average 20 to 30% of the commission. So there's 10 or an 11% commission on each rental. The agent's getting maybe 20 or 30% of that. So you think about a $5,000 lease, which is probably still a little bit over the average lease right now. The agent might make $100, and there's a lot of work involved. You got to set up the whole lease. You got to check everybody in. You got to check everybody out, and you got to deal with anything that comes up during the week. Additionally, there's probably somebody in the office who has the rental listing. They're the people who got that listing for the company. They make industry average 10 or 20%. So the houses, keeping 50 or 60% of the commission because of all the infrastructure. But keep that in mind, whether you're setting up the lease because you're a renter or whether because you're an owner, those agents who are working for you are not making that 10 or 11% that you think they are. So they're working really, really hard. Windy. Man, I really pick the days. All right, I'm standing in front of the Oar House pub. The reason I'm here actually is I have to meet an agent inside very quickly that wants me to meet me here around 10 once we're setting up. With that being said, all right, secret number two. Now, there's cars coming down the street. Is that, and this I guess is, half of you will know this and half of you maybe won't know this. Most people who buy a property in Sea Isle, even if they intend to rent it, as much as they possibly can, are not covering their carrying costs on the property. It is basically, the prices right now, it is entirely, even if how expensive it went up, entirely impossible to completely cover your costs by renting the property. So I know it's been in recent years that the prices have up so much, it's gotten so much more expensive. The owners are still probably in the red at the end of the year. So here, it's about, maybe thinking about the other people involved in all of this and their perspective on that. And in fairness to owners, I know tenants are frustrated with what rental rates are, but the prices of properties have moved up significantly. Now we see financing moving up significantly. And the cost of everything about the contractors are like twice as much as they were just a couple years ago. So it's not impossible. I have found a few properties here and there, you can ask my family, where you can purchase and cover your costs, but it's very, very, very rare. And anybody who's bought less than the last few years is in the red every single year. All right, the wind's at my back, so hopefully this is a little better. You can kind of make out the sign there. You can't really make out the sign. It's Fratelli's. Now, Fratelli's is a pizza place. Brick oven or a wood oven pizza? Yes, it's wood. They cook over top. They make a fantastic pizza. It's a little pricey, but they make a fantastic pizza. It's absolutely amazing. And that's the same family that owns Fontana's. And that is a true restaurant family there. Fontana's has locations in Sea Isle, Center City, Avalon, Strathmere, and Fratelli's is also them. And Fratelli's stays open all winter. There's a lot of times I have nowhere to go with clients except for Fratelli's. So the fact that they stay open even for lunch is absolutely amazing and greatly, greatly appreciated. So check them out. It's a great establishment, great restaurant family that runs that. All right, secret number 3 is that tenant expectations have really moved up. Tenants probably know that because they are tenants, but a lot of owners, and we have a lot of owners that seem to get that, when these rates have moved to astronomical levels. We have properties renting for $14,000 a week now in Sea Isle. And we have other properties. I mean, $5,000 is no small number. $3,000 isn't a small number when you think about it. So tenants, it used to be the era, and a long time ago, that people were coming to sleepy little cottages down here by the sea, and they would walk in, there'd be sand all over the place, and all these things, and that is what people expected and tolerated. Those days are gone. So if you're an owner out there and you haven't quite gotten that message, but you keep pushing up your rates, that's your message. So that's kind of where I'm going with these 3 secrets this week. Think about the other people involved in the situation. The agent, they're hustling their best. He or she is doing everything they can to make you as happy as possible. The owner, they've got a lot of responsibilities. Managing a house is not an easy thing, and it's a very, very expensive thing. And the tenants, they're trying to have a fantastic vacation, and they're shelling out big money to do it. So whatever spot you're in, if you could please think a little bit about the other people involved, it's going to be better for everybody. Because when we think about other people, that's what we're about here at Burke Co. We always say we're happy to help good people, and we're out to provide a better real estate experience. So we promise to do our part, and if you all do your part, a little understanding go along with us, I think everybody's going to be happy in the end. Because Seattle's a great place. I mean, it doesn't really look like it today, but it's a great place. Now, you will see that I got cut off one time there at the end. I actually shot that last secret about 6 times, and the rain was pelting my phone so hard it kept cutting me off. So now I'm in the safety and security of the Long & Foster office. My message remains the same. Here at Burke Co, we always want to provide a better real estate experience, and we're always happy to help. Whether you're looking for a rental, whether you own a property and need help renting it, or whether it's time to buy or sell, reach out to us, team line 609-478-0333, or email us at burkeandco@lnf.com. Once again, I am John Burke for Burke Co. I am soaked, but I stuck with it. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. So we will see you again next week.